Man-Tit Manel Kape takes on Kyoji, Gucci Gang, Horiguchi in the Apex this weekend. Tomorrow, actually. This video is coming out a little bit late. We just had a crazy week in MMA. Had to make some videos on, the White House card, Ian Gary versus Islam, all that good stuff, but my fellow Apex enjoyers, we're going to rapid fire through this card real quick for those of you who actually give a shit. Really important flyweight fight. Winner of this is fighting Joshua Van next. We know Manel Kape and Joshua Van have history. It's getting a little creepy. Manel Kape talking about the diapers of Joshua Van. He's an absolute filthy human. The nerds of Tapology are picking Manel Kape to win this fight by KO pretty heavily, but I don't see it. We picked Manel Kape to defeat Brandon Royval because Royval's like a soft-bodied, overly sized, just plotty fucking flyweight. Starboy Manel Kape, the man titties, just speed-mogged him, really trapped him on the cage, got him out of there with a really quick, just fluky round 1 KO. That's not going to happen here with Kyoji. Kyoji is an old-school flyweight, extremely light on his feet, karate style, bladed, can go to wrestling, has submission skills. He's going to mix it up on Manel Kape and get the finish. Probably by submission over Manel Kape after Kape just freaks out, has like a complete temper tantrum in the cage. Kyoji's going to be on the back foot a lot in this fight. We know Manel Kape, guys. If you don't just stand in the pocket with him, he sort of has a hissy fit right there in the cage. He was absolutely terrified of Muhammad Mokaev, scared to engage because of the grappling threat. Felipe dos Santos comes from a great gym, shoot-a-box. It's a great fight, by the way, absolute war, but when Manel Kape doesn't get that highlight reel KO, like the flying knee over Ode Osborne, all this good stuff, Manel Kape is a fast KO threat if you're sort of like a stuck-in-the-mud flyweight. That is not Gucci Gang. Horiguchi, veteran of American Top Team, been all over the world. I mean, look at this record. Like, the amount of experience on the side of Kyoji is going to win him this fight. He's beat Manel Kape already in Ryzen by submission. He's gonna do it again. Kyoji Horiguchi not only live executed Tagulin Bekov, but has a KO win in the first round over Kai Asakura over in Ryzen. Hella underrated. That's aging better and better. Now that we know Kai Asakura is sort of meant to be a bantamweight. We're going to see how his career goes, but he had such an amazing victory over Cameron Smotherman. I trust the veteran Horiguchi, the Karate Kid, to get it done. Let's move on. Let's rapid through the rest of this Apex Shite Night. Vinicius Oliveira, Andre Fili. Really good fight. Power versus speed and craftiness. Vinicius Oliveira, I can't believe I picked him to defeat Mario Bautista. What the fuck was I thinking? I mean, we didn't really know Vinicius was that cardio bankrupt at 135. I mean, he didn't even throw anything and he still gassed out. Maybe Mario Bautista just has that aura, that like emanating off of him, and it just saps away your cardio. People forget, almost finished Umar Nurmagomedov with like a fucking heel hook in the first round, a toe hold. Man, I'm tempted to go lock dog because Andre Fili has been in the UFC for like 15 years now and has never smelled those rankings. Win-loss, win-loss, win-loss for almost a decade. That kind of shows you don't really belong here. I'm going to go Andre Fili. I don't like it, but Vinicius Oliveira, lock dog, the mystique is gone. Like your flying knee over Bernardo Sopage. What happened? What happened to that killer that I saw in the come-up? It's all gone. He needs to bank a good, serious win over here. A finish over Andre Fili before I ever trust this man again. Lock dog Oliveira literally went from like crazy Brazilian highlight reel KO prospect to like your Brazilian street trash. Can-fed record. You need to run through Andre Fili for me to get back on board again. Navajo Sterling. Loving the evolution of Navajo Sterling. He's such a meathead. Iwan CUTELABA popped in the past as well, I'm pretty sure. He's horrible though. 7 finish losses in the UFC. Navajo Sterling finally picking up like that finisher's momentum. He really got his feet set in the UFC, sort of just popping the jab. The white Israel Adesanya. 5 UFC wins if you count his knockout on the Contender Series. Run through CUTELABA with strikes. KO victory for Navajo Sterling here. Christian Rodriguez, Hyder Emil, Hurricane Hyder Emil. Hyder Emil's pretty good. He pushes a ferocious pace, but it sort of ends there with his athleticism and like his will to win. Completely skill bankrupt and like a pretty small featherweight, all things considered. 5'9", 70-inch reach, Christian Rodriguez here, sort of a pipsqueak. Like, featherweights with real physicality do sort of fuck him up. Like, even Julian Rosa, who's just a bit of a mutant, one of the bigger featherweights, was able to sort of mog Christian Rodriguez and sort of take away all that, like, grappling upside that he has. 2-fight losing streak, not good. Melquizael Costa edged him out, in Mexico. Sort of sneaked a decision away from him, and a goofy-ass split decision over Andre Fili that I thought he sort of won. Thought that was sort of a blatant robbery, but is what it is. He's making it too close in there. But he sunned Austin Bashi in Austin Bashi's debut, and he's like a kid who trains his ass off, so Christian Rodriguez, tons of fight IQ. He beat Isaac Dalgarian before before beating Isaac Dalgarian, got the feds at your door. Wins over Cameron Simon, win over Raul Rosas Jr. He's got some, like, really, like, I'd be flexing those wins hardcore. If I was Christian Rodriguez, his resume's pretty damn good, so. And Duke Rufus passed away. Rip Duke Rufus. He's going to be coming here with an absolute vengeance, Christian Rodriguez, with a lot to prove. Gonna dedicate this solid performance to his coach who passed away. So I'm gonna go Christian Rodriguez by decision over Haider Amil, who's just reckless and autistic. Melsik the Gun Baghdasaryan versus Murtzali Magomedov. Melsik Baghdasaryan doesn't take the career seriously. He looks in shape. He looks really good. He was striking pretty good with Gene Silva before getting iced in front of the whole world. Doesn't take punishment well. Melsik Baghdasaryan, 8-3 record, 34 years old, role-playing out there, not taking his career seriously enough for my liking, not battle-tested enough. Finished in the first round in every loss he's had. This Murtzali Magomedov guy, this mutant out of Kyrgyzstan. In all honesty, the Azerbaijan and, like, Kyrgyzstan regional scene is actually pretty fucking cutthroat, so he's gonna run through Melsik Baghdasaryan. Kevin Borjas dropped Joshua Van. Now, I'm so tempted to pick him just off of that because, look, that means a lot. That's more than anything Andre Lima's done in his whole career. 11-0. I know you got bit by a fighter and got a DQ win from that, which was kind of crazy. He's 27, he's good, he's undefeated, he doesn't make mistakes. He goes to grappling when he needs to, but doesn't really have submissions. He has a great calf kick, but no power other than that. But Kevin Borjas, 1 win, 4 losses in the UFC. Tough to pick him here. It's not a good matchup for him. Andre Lima's going to be bringing in grappling, shutting down his kickboxing. So we're going to go Andre Lima. Another flyweight fight on this bout. Mitch Raposo, a la Nascimento. Mitch Raposo, we got as a big underdog over Azat Maxim because he's a cardio fraud. Look, Mitch Raposo is great. He's just signed to, he trains with the New England Cartel. They use ChatGPT. They're Tyson Chartier. You're an absolute meathead. Teach your fighters defense. I think Mitch Raposo needs to leave that gym and, like, go cross-train. Like, Mitch Raposo, go learn from, like, TJ Dillashaw and you'll become, like, top 10. I swear to God. He's so fast. He just sort of lacks a lot of confidence because he lost so many early fights. So I'm a believer in Mitch Raposo. He's going to get this win. All in Nascimento. You never fight. 1 fight in, like, the last 3 years, but all you do is pull out of fights with injuries and illnesses. I'm going with my boy Mitch Raposo on this one. He's gonna knock you out as well. Fuck it. Michael ASWELL Jr., Gaston Bolanos. We got some Ilia Toptoro impersonators here. Gaston Bolanos is trash. Got signed because he hit a spinning elbow knockout in Bellator. He's 6-3 in Bellator. We're not picking him. Michael ASWELL Jr. Stood toe-to-toe with Luke Riley. I like that shit. The Texas kid. He looks 35. He's actually 25. Crazy punch volume. Comes from the same fight gym as Joshua Van. Doesn't get tired. Pushes a furious pace. Just has no punch power. Hits like a flyweight. But he should be able to wear down Gaston Bolanos, who is literal Bellator garbage. Leon Shabahzyan. We got the brother of Edmund, who just got low-key robbed by Brendan Allen. All good. Against Levon Chokheli, we got a new Georgian in the UFC. Georgian fighters go pretty hard. This guy's a moderate favorite for a reason. Fuck that, though. I'm going with Leon Shabahzyan. I saw him lose to Phil Rowe on the Contender Series, which is atrocious. But look, siblings in the UFC are going kind of hard. Like the Jourdain brothers, they're kicking ass. I'll go Leon Shabahzyan. Maybe he's, like, secretly the better brother. Maybe he's better than Edmund. We saw, like, we've basically seen what Edmund can do, all right? He's already got those, like, Dana White Contender Series jitters out of the way. He's a submission merchant, which is kind of crazy because Edmund is, like, a pure striker with no submission skills. His brother is, like, that's all he's got. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go Leon SHABAHZYAN. I don't know shit about this CHOKHELI guy. I think he's from the PFL or Bellator or some shit. Carol ROSA, Luana Santos. Low-key baddie fight, just sneaking in on these Apex prelims. Luana Santos is amazing. They need to keep her around, but her fighting, I picked her to lose to Melissa Croden, because Croden is a gangster, dude. She sort of proved that in their last fight against Daria Zalesniakova. That was a bloodbath if you're tapped into women's MMA, but Luana Santos, hella good jiu-jitsu, hella good looks. As for Carol ROSA, just sort of finds herself in brawls like with Irene Aldana, incredible bloodbath as well. Good volume, but Luana Santos can put an end to that volume with clinch-ups, with going for like judo tosses, trying to get this fight to the ground. So this one could turn into a war where like Carol ROSA pulls ahead with her low kick spam, but I'm going to go Luana Santos. I wasn't on board with Bia Mesquita because she came over from BJJ. She has absolutely zero experience. She's older, but she is a physical freak. I think I'll just ride it out with her until she fights like Kayla Harrison. Melissa Mullins, you are going to get chucked around this Apex cage. Bia Mesquita is a Brazilian mutant. Absolutely. You're fucked in this fight. You need to fluke a KO. Trains out of American Top Team. That shows she can hold her own. She's probably trained with Kayla Harrison before, gone back and forth in the grappling. Melissa Mullins is a loser in MMA. Tons of losses. Professional, amateur, grappling tournaments. I see red everywhere with Melissa Mullins. We're gonna go Bia Mesquita, folks. And that is UFC Shite Night, Manel, Kape, Kyoji, Horiguchi, folks. Trust me, guys, I will never forget about the hardcores who care about these Apex fights. I know we're on the come down after the White House. We have this, and then we have UFC Baku, Azerbaijan, the return of Rafael Fiziev. 2 more cards until McGregor comeback. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.